You ever have a breakdown and nobody sees it because you're still doing everything you're supposed to do? Still driving, still working, still answering, still nodding, still fine. That's the kind that scares me, not the loud ones, the quiet ones. So I'm out here, like usual, miles, dark highways, same routine. And if you don't drive for a living, let me explain something. People think trucking is just driving. It's not. It's decision after decision after decision. While your body is tired and your brain is pretending it's not. And that night, I didn't crash. I didn't swerve. I didn't do anything dramatic. That's why it matters. Because I was braking while everything still looked normal. It started small. You know how you'll reach for something and it's not there. Or you'll do something twice because you didn't realize you already did it. Like I checked my mirrors, then checked them again. Not because I needed to, but because I didn't trust in my own brain. I'm scanning signs and realizing I'm reading them, but not processing them. I'm listening to the engine, the tires, the wind, and it all starts to sound like one long hum, like the world is a background noise. And I remember thinking, man, I don't feel right. But I also told myself what we all tell ourselves. You're fine. Keep moving. You'll feel better later. Well, later is a lie. We sell ourselves when we don't want to admit we're close to the edge. And then it happened. Not a big event, a tiny one. And I look at the clock, and I swear, I don't remember the last 5 minutes. I don't remember passing the last sign. I don't remember the last curve. Not because I blacked out, but because my mind was somewhere else. And I felt this cold wave of fear. Not panic fear, the kind that says, if you keep going like this, you might not come back from it. So I did something I rarely do. I pulled off. No big announcement, just exit, ramp, blinker, shoulder. And when the truck stopped, I realized something. My hands were tight on the wheel, like I'd been in a fight. I just sat there in the dark, engine idling, watching my brain fog the window. And that's when the quiet breakdown showed itself. You ever notice how we'll take care of everybody else, but when it's us, we treat ourselves like a machine that should just keep running? I'll stop for a stranger. I'll help a veteran. I'll buy food for somebody hungry. But me? I'll run myself into the ground and call it work. And I started thinking about episode 14, my own past, how my default settings have always been endure, don't complain, don't show it, keep going. Because when you grow up having to survive, the rest feels like a luxury you didn't earn. So you don't need rest. You just shut down quietly. Sitting there, I realized something ugly. I wasn't tired just from miles. I was tired from carrying myself. From always being the one who has to be okay. The one who has to keep moving. The one who has to figure it out. And I thought, if this channel ever becomes something, it can't cost me my mind. So I did something simple. I turned the truck off. Silence. I put my phone face down. No scrolling, no noise, no distractions. And I asked myself one question. What are you actually feeling? Not what are you doing? Not what's the plan? Not what's next? What are you actually feeling? And the answer was simple. I was lonely, I was drained, and I was pretending I wasn't. After a while, I got back on the road, but I drove different. Not faster, not slower, different, more present. Because I don't want to be the guy that never quits and quietly disappears anyway. So if you're watching this and you feel that quiet kind of breaking, the kind nobody sees, you don't need a dramatic reason to stop and breathe. You don't need permission. And you're not weak for noticing. You're at your limit. The loud breakdowns get attention, but the quiet ones, those are the ones that take people out slowly. And I'm not letting that happen to me. Not this year, not again. If you've ever been there, drop a comment. Quiet breakdown. So somebody else scrolling at 2 a.m. knows they're not alone.